How to take steps towards the road to recovering from trauma. Tip 1 is to minimize media exposure. Excessive exposure to content about a disturbing event, such as repeatedly watching videos on social media or the news, can trigger traumatic stress in a person. So it would be beneficial to refrain from watching triggering footage, and if watching news coverage makes you feel overwhelmed, take a break from the media until your stress symptoms ease up. Tip 2 is to accept your feelings. Trauma can cause us to experience difficult emotions like shock, anger, guilt, or shame. These emotions are normal reactions to loss of safety and security. Accepting these feelings and allowing ourselves to feel what we feel is necessary for healing. There are ways of dealing with painful emotions, like don't force the healing process, be patient with your pace of recovery, be prepared for difficult emotions, give yourself time to heal and mourn any losses you may have experienced. Allow yourself to feel anything you are feeling without guilt or judgment, and learn to reconnect with uncomfortable emotions without becoming overwhelmed. 3 is to challenge your sense of helplessness. Overcoming trauma is often about taking action. Positive actions can help overcome feelings of fear or hopelessness. We can do this by volunteering our time, maybe to an organization or a person. If formal volunteering might sound like too much of a commitment, remember that even being helpful and friendly to others, such as holding the door open for someone, can result in stress-reducing pleasure and will challenge your sense of helplessness. Tip 4 is to get active. This might understandably be the last thing you feel like doing, but keeping active and exercising can release a feel-good endorphin to boost your mood. If physical activity is performed mindfully, it allows the nervous system to reduce that stuck feeling you may have and help you move on from trauma. Try activities that are rhythmic and engages arms and legs, like walking, running, or swimming. And try to add a mindful element by focusing on your body and how it feels when you move, like focusing on your breathing or the feeling of your feet touching the ground. Tip 5 is to reach out to others. You might feel like withdrawing from friends or activities, but connecting with others is essential for recovery. Reaching out to others doesn't mean that you have to talk about your traumatic experience. Comfort comes from feeling connected and involved with others you trust. You can even expand your social network by joining a hobby club to meet people with similar interests. Too much stress could interfere with recovery, so stress reduction should be a priority. Relieve stress in the moment by using grounding techniques of taking deep breaths. Sit on a chair with your feet supported on the ground and look around and pick 6 objects that have yellow or blue in them. Alternatively, you could practice relaxation techniques such as meditation or deep breathing to ease anxiety and stress. Tip 7 is to eat and sleep well. Try to replace processed food with food as close to its natural state as possible, like fruits and vegetables. This can improve your energy, outlook, and overall sense of well-being. It might be difficult to sleep after experiencing trauma, so some ways to improve this is to go to sleep at the same time every day, avoid caffeine and alcohol intake as it disrupts sleep, and do something relaxing before bed. When should you seek professional treatment? If you're having trouble functioning in different contexts of life, having terrifying and persistent nightmares or flashbacks, experiencing suicidal thoughts or feelings, avoiding a lot of things that remind you of your trauma. Usually, difficult feelings such as confusion, guilt, numbness, and anxiety will start to fade with time. But sometimes the reaction after trauma is so intense and persistent that it does get in the way of your ability to function in your daily life. You need to know that it is perfectly okay to ask for help from a professional, and always remember to be kind to yourself.